Hello, America. I'm Bob Jones, and this is the Bob Jones Show. Today, we're going to talk about Peter Simeti. We're going to just talk about him and him alone, because the things that have been happening to him this past week has been a bunch of bullshit. Has been a bunch of ridiculous, non-cultist, soy-infused bullshit. And I say this because it's just gotten ridiculous. It's just gotten horrible. It's just been a bunch of sad man babies infused with soy, making a bunch of false accusations. Now, let's start with this Karen Seach, or however you say this blue check mark's name. He posted a modification of the Alterna Comics logo. Turned it to alt-right comics. Comics for everyone. Listen here, you blue checkmark. You don't know what the fuck you're talking about. You've gotten me so mad I'm actually going to swear today. Because I don't like it when people pick on a good, kind-hearted man. That's free of the soy. That's a man of the people. See, he had to go as far as to re-release the, more or less the COC of what is expected for those who work for Alterna Comics, for those who are freelancers for Alterna Comics. Listen here, you blue checkmark. If you were being held to these standards, if all these freelancers working for DC and Marvel were actually being held to the terms and conditions, the expected criteria that they are expected for, or to be held to while working for DC, Robbie Rodriguez would have been fired, would have been held to the standard that DC put out earlier this year. If he had been held to that, he would have been gone already. But DC doesn't hold up to their COC. DC just puts shit out and be all like, well, we're gonna say this is what you're held to, but we're really not holding you to it. Peter Simeti, he holds people to this. So if you want to sit there and run your mouth because Alterna Comics holds their people to this standards, then guess what? You can just be gone. Because you know what? We don't need your soy dripping all over our comics anyway. Umbrella Guy posted a screenshot of Richard Pace and Moose Moon talking about this exact situation. Though Pace and Moose have been a problem being held to standards too, considering one is a scammer and the other is Moose. I take that as a compliment. Pace said, does Alterna Comics pay a front page rate? Their big PR thing is going back to newsprint and supposedly cheap comics. I've never heard a pro talk about them. Trying to sort out what they're offering to give up their online freedom. Gut feeling, I think Alterna is sucking up to the CG creators, hoping to score a big distribution deal, get a little of that IGG dough. Listen here, Pace. Listen here, Moose. You both need to quit running your mouth, because neither of you know what you're talking about. Neither of you are proud soy-free Americans. You got that soy oozing out your pores. So you need to screw off to your safe spaces where you belong. You know, Umbrella Guy again talking about people running their mouth about the code of conduct that Alterna put out. The reaction to Alterna's code of social media conduct by some of these pros showcases how they think others should show professionalism with their work. But a product with your name on it. Nah, represent that name and the company backing it however you want. This Ryan Furrier talking about how it's just bad. Listen here, Ryan. We don't give a shit what you have to say. Your part of the problem, not a part of the solution. Bye-bye. D. Kunif. I just blocked out Alterna Comics. I did a book with them this year without being aware of their view on harassment. I did notice the increase in retweets of Move the Needle fuckwits and became concerned that the sales were more important to them than standing against comic haters. Well, guess what? D. Kunif, who blocked me when I pointed this out. Yeah, this is an example of why I started a campaign to get as many Alterna comics sold this weekend as possible. So thanks for helping make it easier for Peter Smetty to sell more books. For this comment, he blocked me like the saw-dripping lily man he is. Then you have No Go to Mogo at Reno. Jesus, these creators are relentlessly trying to destroy independent publishers. This far beyond hyperbole. It delves deeply into malicious lies. Why? At Dammit Gill. Hashtag bot switches the name. I'm seeing a lot of sudden attention to Alterna Comics. Peter Smetty fuckery now that he's gone after white woman creators. And I just want to call out the fact that he's been terrorizing women of color for a second, and this pattern has to stop. Well, listen here, you blue check mark, wanting to be having ass. I responded to your comment, and I got blocked. Why? Because this is what I said once I find it. You mean the white women started an outrage mob, then attacked a person of color who runs an indie comic company, and then has been being smeared by folks like you who are protecting the white women while trying to pin the blame on a man who is a person of color. Am I getting this right? See, this is what I'm talking about, America. This is what I'm talking about. This is what the soy does to people. This blue checkmark wanting having ass individual who's spreading the lies about what the soy does to them. Trying to bring down Peter Smetty because Peter Smetty is a good man. Peter Smetty doesn't drink that soy. But what he does do is put out good comics, free of politics, on both sides. He thanks his customers. But these people, these blue checkmark wanting or blue checkmark having ass individuals, they can fuck off back to their safe spaces. Because you want to know what happened? I got blocked by that individual by pointing out the hypocrisy of their statement. Now, what we have going on here is a bunch of bullshit. A bunch of bullshit started by Jennifer de Guzman Strikes Again, a blue check mark, and a bunch of people wanting to show that that blue check mark means something, but it doesn't mean shit. Twitter, you need to bring the hammer down on these people, these blue check marks that are running a hate campaign, a smear campaign against a person of color. But you won't. We all know you won't. Because you're full of lies. You're full of soy. You're full of bullshit. Jack needs to get his act together. Because those who claiming that Twitter is used as a hate-fueled harassment machine constantly turn a blind eye when it's hate being pointed at someone who they disagree with politically. When the real hate is happening. Because the person that's being hated on is someone that doesn't drink the soy. Now, I could go on, but quite frankly, today I just wanted to talk about Peter Smetty and Peter Smetty alone. Go out there, America. Go out there and make sure to buy some Alterna comics to make Peter Simeti's day. I posted on Twitter last night, and it's been going. It's been trending for me. That what we need to do. This is the tweet. All right, folks. With all the bull that at Peter Simeti's receiving, I say we do our best to make his day tomorrow. So let's sell out every retailer that carries Alterna comics over the weekend. Let's order every book in stock, as I'm bummed out by this BS, so he must be mortified. As of now, it has 155 likes. It has 59 retweets. Thank you for those who have done that. Let's keep pushing. Let's keep making Peter Simeti happy. Let's keep showing Peter that we are not purveyors of hate like those SJWs, those blue check marks, those sour drinkers, those ridiculous non-plants led by Bendis and his Sobolski lot. I haven't talked about that much today because, quite frankly, I've been talking about the bull that has been being pointed at Peter Simeti. The hate that a good man has been receiving for not drinking the soy, for not kowtowing to the SJWs. All right, America, I'm calling it a short Comics Wars today because today is going to be the last day I do the live streams, so I can start making this better, start making this for you a more, I guess you could say, well thought out Comics Wars. But thank you, America. I appreciate what you've done. Keep up the good fight and keep the soy out of your mouth.